Market Stadium, home of the York Cornerstone Kings. The senior game is about to begin, where York will be taking on the SOS Senior Rebels. And Parker, I am Austin Pistulka. With me is Parker Cyza. If you've been listening, as you should have been, you heard game one, which was the junior game. Tough game for the York Cornerstone Kings. With the final score of 8-6, Rebels won that one.
Yeah, interesting game, too. A lot of action there right down the end. It was a 2-hour time limit. It had to end after 6 innings, but SOS there with those 5 runs in the top of the 6th inning after, York Cornerstone, really, if they would have got that final out when they were leading in the top of the 6th, they would have won the game right there, given the time limit. But SOS scored those 5 runs to take the lead. They went to the bottom of the 6th, and York had some chances there. They had runners in scoring position, but just couldn't quite get that hit to get it over the top. SOS comes out with the close win. Now we'll see here what happens in this seniors game coming up real soon.
The seniors game coming up real soon. Parker, tell me a little bit about both of these teams, because it's kind of a tale of the tape here. York not having as good of a season as SOS.
Yeah, York Cornerstone coming in at 7-14. Coming off a long road trip to Alliance, Nebraska, where they went 2-3 in the Claire Conley tournament.
Hometown,
That's
am I right?
They were out there this week, and they went 2-3 at the Claire Conley tournament. Claire Conley, a legend in Alliance, Nebraska. Rest in peace. Did pretty good there. They took down the Alliance Juniors, and they beat Sydney, lost to the Alliance Seniors, Broken Bow, and Torrington, Wyoming. So 2-3 in their last 5 games, coming in at 7-14. The SOS Senior Rebels, they lost to Dannenbrog, Cairo, and Bolus, or Cairo.
Sure. Egypt,
right
man.
near,
long way from home.
The one right near Ravenna and Grand Island, but DCB is their acronym for their team. They've got a great team, defending state champions for the juniors last year. They were 31-0, DCB. So SOS lost to them on Sunday 2-0. In their recent win, though, about a week ago against UTAN, Colin Wingard, Colby Yarkowski both had 2 hits, and Pierce Branting at the mound struck out 7 batters. So SOS, again, 12-4, losing their last game, but still kind of coming in with a good on good footing here toward the back half of their season. So it could be an interesting one here tonight. The last time these two teams played, it was a 5-4 win for SOS. It came right down to the wire, bottom of the 7th inning, and SOS kind of got it done there at home. And looking forward to seeing what happens here today.
We will see what happens in a few minutes. We are going to take a quick break, and then we will be back with starting lineups. Right after this, you're listening to KTMX in York, Max Country 104.9.
You've worked hard to get here.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow, because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Become a new Strive school. Join a community of educators and students. Get access to support, resources, and education. Your fans watch for free, and there's even a new revenue opportunity for your school. Contact sales at strive.tv to sign up your school to become a Strive school.
Levitt Stadium, Austin Pistulka with Parker Cyza here. York, the York Cornerstone Kings taking on the SOS Senior Rebels. They are going through the starting lineups here, and I will buzz through them very quickly for York. Noah Jones leads off and will be pitching. Isaac Stark will be in center field. Garrett Bunnell is the catcher and batting third. Marshall McCarthy will be at shortstop. Trevor Vidichka is in left field. Carter Kulada is the first baseman. Trey Richard is the second baseman. Kenan Dirks, you heard his name earlier, he is the third baseman. And Caleb Saling will be in right field and batting ninth. We will be back with the Rebels starting lineup right after this. You're listening to Max Country 104.9.
Sutton Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned so they understand the importance of personal connections. It's
Please rise for the singing of our national anthem. By direction of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, active duty retired military personnel not in uniform may render the military salute. And now for the national anthem, Craig Pinley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Craig Pinley, ladies and gentlemen.
Austin Pistulka with Parker Cyza here for the seniors game. York Cornerstone Kings taking on the SOS Senior Rebels. For the lineup for the Rebels, it will be Mickey Hotzen leading off. He is playing third base. Shaden Lundstrom will be pitching and batting second. Colin Wingard batting third in left field. Wyatt Urban is the first baseman. He's batting cleanup. Corby Urkowski will be batting fifth and is the shortstop. Grady Belt is the catcher. Pierce Brunding is the center fielder, and Braden Santos will be the second baseman, and batting ninth is Kelby New Year. He is the right fielder. Pitching for York will be Noah Jones, and he will get us started off here in the first inning. Wears number 49, and he's got some sick eye black going on. Really good stuff there. And we're in for a good one, aren't we, Parker?
Yep. Noah Jones here for York Cornerstone, 16 innings pitched on the season. This is his 12th appearance. He's appeared at the mound more than anybody for this seniors team, so he has certainly the most experience. Does not have the most innings pitched, but the most appearances, and is 2-0 on the season. No losses yet, and a save as well in the year for Noah Jones. So we'll see how this one works out for him, but certainly one of the better York Cornerstone pitchers here at the mound.
That is for sure, and they are pulling out all the stops for this one with they're trying to turn their season around as we get closer to districts and closer to state, and on top of that, they are also taking on a rivalry team.
Yeah.
This SOS Rebels team, definitely one that you want to beat if you're here in York today.
Yep, absolutely, and it was a close game the last time, 5-4. Was this, or excuse me, 7-5 was the score, but it came down to the last inning, really the last couple of at-bats there, how SOS got that win. So it was close, and, as you mentioned, rivalry game. You kind of want to get at your opponent here if you're York. If you are SOS, you want to continue beating them, I guess. Continue the momentum.
Absolutely. Mickey Hotzen steps in. First pitch is a strike for Noah Jones. 0-1 the count. Starting off the night the right way with a strike. Mickey Hotzen, the third baseman, steps in, right-handed batter. That one is just low, maybe a little inside, ball one.
Perfect night.
Really
no sunlight for these players out in the outfield to look up and maybe get caught with the sun in your eyes. You're going to miss a ball. Nope. All shade on the field and just a little bit of light on the buildings outside of the ballpark.
Picturesque is how some would call it. High and inside for ball two. That one is right down the middle. Brings the count to 2-2.
Like that pitch right there by Jones.
A little bit of late movement on that one. You love to see it. Jones with the windup. Throw into home. Swung on and strike three for out number one. Mickey Hotzen going down, swinging. That brings up Shaden Lundstrom. He is the pitcher and batting second. Stepping into the right-handed batter's box. Jones gets the signal. Throws home and thought about pulling the trigger was Lundstrom, but no dice. Takes strike one, excuse me.
Lundstrom just graduated from Cross County. All three-sport athlete there, played football, basketball, track.
And he gets under this one to center field. Easy play for the center fielder. That will be out number two. Nice solid contact just underneath it, just a little bit.
Yeah, probably about not even a fraction of an inch below the ball. Popped it straight up.
That is Colin Wingard up to bat now, the catcher. That one is outside for ball one. Wingard stepping in, another right-handed batter. Wind up and the pitch. This one is swung on and it's going towards right field short. No man's land. That's going to be a single. Corralled in by the second baseman.
Single in the shallow right field.
Tough play right
Real
there
tough
for the right
play.
fielder.
I mean, it was clearly too far in for the right fielder to get to. That the second baseman made a solid attempt at it, but that is a perfectly placed ball.
Yep, Trey Richard, second baseman, almost got to it, stalling out there in right. Not quite there.
That brings up Wyatt Urban. He's going to take strike one. 0-1 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Noah Jones looks in. Checks the runner at first. He's taken off for second. Ball whipped in. Shortstop. Oh, just getting in under the tag. Looked like the shortstop wasn't going to get there in time, but able to grab the ball, tapped the helmet. But he was under the tag. I'd say that's a good call there by the blue.
Now, Coach Bunnell for York Cornerstone heads out to the field.
Checking on this shortstop.
Checking on his player.
He took a little bit of a tumble as he
yeah.
caught the ball, swiped down, took a tumble. Really clean play. Could have gone either way. But there will be a runner on second with 2 out 1-1 count here in the top of the first inning. It's a stolen base for Colin Wingard. Checking on the runner on second is Jones. Swung on, it's foul tip, straight back. That will be 0-2 the count. It is Urban in the right-handed batter's box. Jones checks the runner at second. Kicks the leg, fires. It's a chopper to third base. It's a tough play for Dirks. Can he handle it? He can. Out number 3. What a play to end the inning. And that's going to do it for the top of the first inning. 1 hit, 1 runner left on, no runs scored. It's all tied up at 0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Max Country 104.9.
Farmers and Merchants Bank in downtown Milligan wishes another successful sports season to the Exeter Milligan athletes. Good luck from Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Live and local. Make Cool Radio and Max Country your stations for coverage of area sports this season.
Good luck to all area athletes and teams from Premium Ag. Let Premium Ag Sales in Davenport help you with all your channel seed needs. See the channel difference at Premium Ag.
The count is full, bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Play ball! At Patina Studios, we feel our customer experience is as important as this next pitch. We take pride in every aspect of our game. At Patina Studios, our product selection, friendly and knowledgeable showroom staff, and winning installation team makes it possible for your next renovation project to be a grand slam. Don't strike out with the wrong choice at the plate.
Patina Studios. Enhance your home's impression.
Welcome back. It's high school sports. Legion Baseball on Max Country 104.9 and Strive.tv. Of course, we are simulcasting. I'm Austin Pistulka. With me is Parker Cyza. Great first inning for the York Cornerstone Kings.
Yeah, absolutely. Left 1 runner on base there. Good pitching so far from Noah Jones. Starting to find it. We'll see what Shaden Lundstrom can do here for SOS in the bottom of the first.
Shaden Lundstrom pitching for the Rebels, and batting first will be Noah Jones. Noah Jones, pitcher, and that one is in there for strike number 1. Noah Jones had a great start pitching. Let's see if he can have a great start batting.
He's a good batter, too. 379 average on the season, 25 hits, 17 singles, and 7 second bases.
No, center fielder right there, right place for out number 1. Good solid contact. Not exactly a pop out, definitely a line out. But that center fielder was in the perfect spot.
Yeah, tough to get anything deep here at this ballpark into center. You know, there is so much room out there in center field and a bunch of room between the center fielder and the actual wall, which is, you know, if you've been here to Levitt Stadium, it's the football complex.
Absolutely. Isaac Stark, first pitch swinging, and it gets over the shortstop's head into left field for a single. Isaac Stark.
Another guy that's just kind of been Mr. Consistent for York Cornerstone. 361 average on the season with 3 hits, had 22 right before the game, but gets it on there with a single.
Garrett Bonnell steps in with a runner on first. 1 out, bottom of the first inning. Score is tied at 0. Lundstrom throws a strike on the inside corner. Bonnell going with the red helmet.
Yep, he's done that a few times.
Swung on to center field, backs up a couple steps, and that will be out number 2. The outfielder's getting a lot of work in early.
For sure.
Lundstrom trying to make this a quick inning. Marshall McCarthy stepping in. McCarthy, the shortstop, stepping in with a runner on first base. Lundstrom checks the runner at first. Pickoff attempt. I think that was smart. I think the runner was itching to go.
Center fielder Branting, who's been active this inning, seems like he's moved a little bit toward left center. Closer to his left fielder than the right fielder.
Start going this time. And he got him. Oh, no, missed the tag. The throw was
there.
The throw was there, but just missed on the tag. That's going to be a stolen base for Isaac Stark. 0-1 the count now. 2 outs, runner on second base. Bottom of the first inning. Lundstrom for the Rebels. Checks the runner at second. Kicks and throws. Ball's in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher. Beautiful night for baseball. I keep saying it. I mean, goodness gracious. Hot dog counter. We're up to 3 for a broadcast. 4 if we count Big Nate over there.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
I still need to get my first one.
You got to get your first one?
Yeah, I was going to go get one between games, but people were talking to me. I couldn't get here back in time. There's a ground out.
Grounder over to second base, and that will do it to end the first
Do I have time
inning.
to get a hot dog between innings?
You
here?
may have time to get a hot dog. We got to get that hot dog counter up.
Got a conversation with the umpires, though, first. Hold on.
Hold on 1 second. Interesting here. Looks like, what are we saying? Looks like the runner is going to be called safe. And they're going to move the... Interesting. All right, so they're moving the runner back to second base due to the miscommunication.
Yeah.
And it ends up being, I believe it's a single for
Marshall McCarthy.
It's an infield single. I guess it'll be an error more than likely. Second baseman got it over to the first baseman, but first baseman couldn't handle it. It was bobbled. And the inning stays alive.
So the hot dog has to wait for me.
The hot dog does have to wait, but baseball waits for no man.
That's right.
Trevor Vodichka is in now with an 0-1 count. 2 out, 2 runners on, first and second. Scoreless ball game. The pitch swung on for strike number 2.
That was a big-time breaking ball outside the zone. I'm sure Vodichka saw that pitch again. He's not going to swing at that one.
Yeah, he looked real fooled on that one. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. 2 runners on. Lundstrom settles, kicks and throws. Swung on. Strike number 3. Now that's definitive.
That was heat right there by Jaden Lundstrom, too. Good pitch, and I think we have an out right there.
That is out number 3, and that's going to do it for the first inning. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Max Country 104.9.
Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
This is Alan Odepal, Odepal Insurance, at 4th and Grant in York Town Center. Insurance is our only business.
2468. Who do we appreciate? High-Tech Auto, High-Tech Auto, High-Tech Auto. Rah, rah, rah. Go to High-Tech Auto on the curve in York.
At York General, our priority is you, and we thank you for choosing us. The mission at York General to continue providing York and the surrounding area the very best in healthcare.
At Heavy Metal Supply, they know how much hard work it takes to be successful on the scoreboard. Stop by in downtown York or give Josh a call at 362-7000.
Live and local. Make Cool Radio and Max Country your stations for coverage of area sports this season.
Few services are as dependable as Copcho's Sanitation. Copcho's offers complete refuse collection, recycling, roll-off service, residential toters, and dependable service. Copcho Sanitation in York.
Welcome back to Levitt Stadium. I'm Austin Pistulka. With me is Parker Cyza. We're discussing with producer Nate over there, trying to figure out what actually happened there, and we're guessing it's an error on the first baseman. But that being said, we move on. 0-0 York Cornerstone Kings versus the SOS Senior Rebels. No score going into the top of the second inning.
Yeah, interesting last inning there. But, yeah, it was that second out. There were 2 outs, I should say. It could have been the third out. Easy-looking ground out and a throw over there to the first baseman. But it was dropped, and we didn't really see it. I don't think the crowd really reacted like they saw it as well.
It looked like a bang-bang play.
Yeah, called him right back on base.
First pitch swinging over to the shortstop, trying to whip it over, and gets pulled off of the bag. Had to jump up to get that one, and that's going to be an infield single for Corby Yurkowski. Little speed demon Corby Yurkowski, the shortstop. Able to beat out the throw. Noah Jones pitching. Second inning of work.
13 pitches back in the first inning.
Not bad. That will bring up Grady Belt, the catcher.
Grady Belt can make some plays at the catcher spot. Good at getting outside and grabbing a tough pitch outside the zone, getting to the backstop. Good on defense, good hitter as well.
That ball just a bit outside for ball number 1. One runner on, 1-0 count. Here in the top of the second. Jones steps off, tries to pick off attempt, no good. Unable to get him. Smart though. Urkowski is fast over there.
Got to try to keep him in check.
Absolutely. Got to check out the arm on Garrett Bunnell.
Oh,
that hit the bat. No, it didn't.
Might have maybe hit like a.
It sounded like
or something.
It sounded like
Yeah.
it hit something hard. At the very least, it looks like no injuries.
No.
So that's good. Pinch
might
runner in.
Might have hit him in like a elbow guard or something that might be plastic. I don't know. It almost sounded like a ball hitting something plastic, but
Yeah,
either way, definitely hit him.
Definitely hit him, and that brings 2 runners on, first and second. Can't really see who the pinch runner is, but batting now is Pierce Brunting, left-handed batter, one of the few here. Both runners running, bunt laid down, good bunt. Oh, everyone's going to be safe.
Yep.
First baseman crashed hard, second baseman didn't get over to first base quick enough. A little small ball to load the bases here with nobody out in the top of the second.
That's how you put a bunt down.
That
was really well done.
That really is as good of a bunt as you're going to see. It wasn't down the line, but it was at an angle that forced the first baseman over, but was enough for the pitcher to get to it. That's a well-placed bunt. Now, timeout on the field. On the field, what sport is this? Football? What's going on here? Everyone on the infield's coming in, talking to Noah Jones and manager there. They break and head back to their positions.
Yeah, probably just trying to, bases loaded here, no outs, just get some good words in the head of your pitcher, probably at that point.
Getting some situations in there, knowing that if it's short, you go home with it.
I've had a coach that used to
first one there is a strike.
His kind of mantra was if there was a pitcher struggling, he was going to go out on the mound and talk about, like, what he's planning on doing tomorrow. Or, like, well, what did he do last week? And just try to get something off of his mind so he's not, thinking about the situation coming up. Obviously, all coaches are different, but
on an 0-1 count, tried to lay down the squeeze bunt, couldn't get it down, popped up foul, and that will be an 0-2 count. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. 3 men on, bases are loaded. All the ducks are on the pond. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on, slapped over the first baseman's head. That's going to score 1, 2. It'll score at least 2. Hits the cutoff man, and we will have runners on the corners. It is now a two-score ball game.
2-run RBI there for Braden Santos out into right field. What a hit right over the first baseman, and then Corby Yurkowski, Grady Belt coming in to get the first 2 runs of the game.
That was just some good hitting there. Really tried to squeeze, really got the corners in on that one and just slapped it over the top. Good stuff. Noah Jones struggling here in this second inning. Up to bat now is Kelby New Year. That bunt is, tried to catch him stealing.
Yep. Can't quite do it. You're going to call him safe.
Do it. And we got the manager coming out to maybe ask for an umpire meeting. I got to tell you, that's as close as you're going to get. Could go either way, but that was a darn good throw. Darn good throw there by Garrett Bunnell. Everything ends amicably. Nobody kicked any dirt. No Sports Center moments yet. But don't worry, we've got this live on Strive. So if you want to see some fireworks, you better head on over there.
That's right. In case you're sitting at home watching, if you're in your car, tune into the radio, please. 104.9.
Please don't watch.
But yeah.
Swung on for strike 3. Excuse me, strike
2.
Strike 2. I was looking at the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
We have to look at the official.
That's right. It's the official one right here, which is kind of off already at this point. Anyway,
it's fine.
It's close.
Next one's outside for ball number 1. 1-2 the count. Runners on second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Noah Jones the kick. Fouled off or straight back. Good thing the net was there.
That's right.
1-2 is the count still. New year. Settling in. Left-handed batter. Swung on. Pop fly. And the second baseman will corral it for out number 1.
Trey Richard came in to grab that one. He's kind of in the territory there of McCarthy, the shortstop. But they did make the play. Right there could have, if it would have hung up in the air a little bit longer, it could have been a collision or something right there. There are 2 guys right in the area.
Absolutely, you're right about that. We're back to the top of the order now with Mickey Hotzen. That one is low for ball 1. Yeah, that's a tough play. Good communication there, so no one got hurt. 1-0 the count. Oh, well hit to left center field. Will someone get to it? Center fielder gets to it. Tagging from third. And will score a run.
Pierce Branting right there tagging up. But, yeah, one of those, you get it right to the outfield deep enough, and you have a runner that's comfortable there at third base. Send him right on home, and that's what Tony Belt over there, the third base coach, manager for the SOS senior team did. And now 3-0.
Extends the lead to 3 here in the top of the second. Noah Jones looks in with 2 outs and a runner on second. Kicks, sends it. That's a high fly ball. That's going to drift foul. Sound effect. Good sound effect use there. Well done. Listen, I've given the York people up here a hard time today, but that one was good.
The window crashing sound effect, yep.
Classic. This one swung on to the shortstop, takes a weird hop, able to corral it, heads over to first base, and that will be out number 3. 3 runs come across in the top of the second there. The York Cornerstone Kings have some work to do. We've got more coming your way on Max Country 104.9.
See Kreidel Enterprises, your participating independent American Standard Air dealer. Call 362-2500 today. Kreidel Enterprises, a name you can trust.
Live and local. Make Cool Radio and Max Country your stations for coverage of area sports this season.
Best of luck to everyone from Beaver Bearing Company in York, your one-stop shop for industrial and machinery parts. They know you'll make everyone proud. Bruning Grain and Feed, your full-service elevator, serving your grain and fertilizer needs. Also, custom blending your livestock feeds. Bruning Grain and Feed, where great service and quality are number 1.
Nebraska Equipment is your local Kubota and Case IH dealer serving Seward and surrounding areas. Visit them in Seward on 280th Road or call 643-6641 today.
Brown's Grocery Store in Sutton is your local community connection for high-quality foods, great prices, and superior friendly service. Working hard each and every day to earn your business.
Welcome back. Legion Baseball here on 104.9 Max Country. Parker Cyza and Austin Pistulka with you. We've got a 3-0 SOS lead over the York Cornerstone Seniors. And back to the defensive side is going to be SOS after scoring those 3 runs in the bottom of the second. Leading off here for York is going to be Carter Colota. He's their 6 hitter. Trey Richard, the 7. And then Keenan Dirks, the 8 hitter, up here for York Cornerstone. First, it's Carter Colota.
Listen, I just got to say, the hot dog stand's going to close down eventually.
Yeah.
And so you got to get yourself a hot dog. It's not a baseball game if you don't get a hot dog.
Yeah, true.
It might be a 4th inning thing.
It could be. Yeah, right after I get done with this little shift of play-by-play that they're switching back and forth on, I will head down there. But, yeah, hopefully they don't close by then.
Absolutely.
We've got Colota here at the plate. First 2 pitches he sees are balls, so it's 2-0.
Colota, right-handed batter. Powerful stance.
This one down low by Lundstrom, the pitcher as well. Now 3-0.
Good patience here to start off the 2nd inning.
Lundstrom, the delivery. This one finds the zone for a strike. Like the top right part of it. Now 3-1.
You know, that center fielder for the Rebels is drifting more and more to the left.
And that's going to be a walk. Next pitch there by Lundstrom outside. So a 5-pitch walk. As Carter Colota takes a base on balls. And that's going to send out Trey Richard. He's the 2nd baseman. Made it out in the last inning. Caught a fly ball now here at the plate. And Richard on the season, 18 games appeared, 271 batting average, 13 hits.
Ooh, what a bunt.
This one bunt down. Lundstrom can grab it as he tries to head toward the foul line to pick up the ball. Again, mishandled, and that is going to send Colota to 2nd. Richard is going to stay on 1st. And an error right there by the pitcher.
Yeah, he came charging hard for that one, having to turn his head to look towards 1st before securing the ball. Just had it bounce out of his hands.
And Keenan Dirks now up to the plate. Played in the juniors game earlier.
Yeah, really struggled pitching. Hopefully now in the gold uniform he can turn it around.
First pitch in there for a strike. That one looked like it was breaking outside the zone, but just found the corner of it. 0-1.
Didn't Dirks go? He went 0 for 0 with 3 walks and 2 runs scored?
Yep. I think that's what it was.
Really good warm-up.
Oh, the bunt put down, but it's popped straight up in the air. Grady Belt comes to make the catch at the catcher's spot, and that'll be the first out.
Tell you what, Grady Belt, great hair on that kid. Covered up by the catcher's mask, but you see when he flips it back, it's luscious.
Pretty curly, right?
Pretty curly.
Yeah.
It's good hair. As a guy who wears his hair short, you got to respect it.
Respect anybody with longer hair that can make their locks.
It's hard work. It's hard work having long locks.
Up here is a 9-hitter, Caleb Solling, swing and a miss on his first one, 0-1 with 1 out, a runner on 2nd base. That runner is Carter Colota, runner on 1st and 2nd. Colota on 2nd and Richard on 3rd or at 1st. Get it right eventually. Solling now looks at this one go down low in the zone, or outside the zone. Now 1-1.
Producer Nate doing the Lord's work.
You just got a hot dog up here in my possession.
That's right.
This is big news.
Big news. The hot dog has reached the stand. It's a good one. It's a red hot dog.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good.
2-1 the count. Here to Solling.
Ooh, tough pitch.
Yeah, this one breaks to the outside. 3-1 now to the batter. This one just nearly hits him, but gets inside the zone, and another walk. Base on balls, advances Salling to first base. Now the bases are loaded. Collada at third base. Richard now at second, and Salling now at first. And that will bring up the top of the order here in the second inning, Noah Jones, who flew out back in the first inning.
Man, it's crazy. The first game with the juniors, we saw a lot of mirroring between the two teams, and we're seeing it once again here.
First pitch, a strike there to Jones. Lundstrom delivers the fastball.
This is the exact kind of position that Noah Jones wants to be in. Ooh, ball gets away.
Pass ball, it's gonna head to the backstop, and Carter Collada heads from third base and slides home. That's gonna be York Cornerstone's first run of the game.
Able to answer after a good inning from the SOS Rebels. Getting one back is fantastic, and they're in position to get a couple more.
That's right, with one out now, runners on second and third.
Just noticed Jones's bat. He's got the sweet spot painted red.
1-1. Lundstrom delivers outside. Now 2-1.
And it's only on one side, so he doesn't if he spins the bat, it's no longer a sweet spot.
Right. Turn it back around.
This is the mental game that Noah Jones is playing.
Lundstrom fires, and this one's going to get grounded. Pops up in the air after the ground, right to the third baseman, who throws to first for the out, and the throw home out. Double play there for SOS. Wow. What a play first there by the third baseman, making the grab. Throw over to first base was in time to get the batter, Jones, out. And then it was Trey Richard trying to make it home from third base that got tagged out. How about that? And that will end things here in the second inning. We'll take a break. It is 3-1. SOS leads York Cornerstone. We'll be back for the next inning, the third inning after this.
Arby's believes you have to work hard, dream big, play fair, have fun, and get it done. Follow that plan and you'll make a difference.
Dan's Construction of York will custom design your commercial building project or your farm buildings. Call Dan at 362-6754.
If you're looking for a step beyond the ordinary in all of life's important moments, call Peterson's Pedal Company in York. Whatever the occasion, let their flowers make it special. It's Peterson's Pedal Company.
North Printing and Office Supply. New name, same people, and same great service and products since 1969. Good luck to all area athletes.
Accidents happen by chance, not by choice, but you do have a choice where to have your damaged vehicle repaired, and that choice is Autocraft Collision and Graphics in York. It's your vehicle, it's your choice.
Dan's Construction of York will custom design your commercial building project or your farm buildings. Call Dan at 362-6754.
Back here for the third inning, York Cornerstone and SOS. SOS leads York 3-1. They've got 2 hits so far in this one. York with just 1 hit. York with 2 errors. SOS with 1 error so far. And you've got Noah Jones here at the mound. He's above 20 pitches already.
After last inning, it's very important that he has a quick one.
Gave up those 3 runs there. Leading off here is going to be Colin Wingard.
You know, the impressive thing with SOS was they played a lot of small ball to score those 3 runs. It wasn't big hits or anything like that. They were bunting, they were stealing, squeeze plays, It was just smart, small ball baseball.
And Wingard, who picked up a single in his last at-bat. First pitch, though, a strike by Jones. Jones delivers the next one. Another one that's going to be a swing and a miss.
What a
Strike
bender.
2. Yeah.
Changed up speeds on him. That curved from one side of the plate all the way to the other. That was a beauty.
Wingard. This one's going to get fouled back, and the count will be 0-2.
Oh man, I'm easily.
You're entertained by the sound effects.
Easily entertained, man.
So the rooster or the broken glass when it heads into the parking lot. Yeah,
truly solid. Those great sound effects. When I was in high school, I didn't play baseball, but I did run the sound effects for the Legion team.
0-2 count here to Colin Wingard, and he's going to foul this pitch straight back into the backstop, and it's going to stay 0-2. Noah Jones now to 33 pitches, and he'll set up and deliver to the right-hander Wingard, and this one doesn't hang on to the outside part of the zone. It's going to be a ball, now 1-2.
Might have been a strike in the first game, but not this one.
Wingard again got a hit back in the first inning. This time he is down in the count, now 1-2, and fouls this one back.
Wingard has seen 2 strikes, I think 4 or 5 times now. Great, solid 2-strike hitting.
Jones, the pitch, and Wingard, grounder right to third. Dirks, throw over to first. First baseman stepped off the bag. Collada, and that will be I believe an error on the third baseman.
Yeah, I think that'll be an E5 right there. Just pulled him off the base just enough. Good play there by Dirks, who's played a lot of baseball already.
Mm-hmm. Now that'll bring up Wyatt Urban, who grounded out to the third baseman Dirks the last time he was up. One outside. Crowd, though, maybe thought that'd be a strike. Either way, it's going to be 1-0.
Tell you what, with all of the calls in question, this crowd has been emboldened to question the umpires. Woo, Nelly!
Strong hit into the outfield to left field, bounces short of the left fielder Vadichka, and he throws to his relay man at short, but that will go down for a single for Wyatt Urban. That's going to advance Colin Wingard to second base, and now Urban at first. That was the third hit of the game for SOS as well.
Now with nobody out, they're back in small ball territory. We'll see what they do.
Now the batter, Corby Urkowski. And Urkowski got to first base in his last at-bat. He was a leadoff batter in the second inning and scored a run as well. Braden Santos brought him in. And now it's going to be on a 0-1 count. A pitch that's fouled back toward the SOS dugout. Now 0-2.
Gosh dang it. I shouldn't giggle. It's just a weird sound
Yeah.
effect. I need to go to more baseball games. That's what I'm hearing.
Only thing missing is an organ.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, man. We don't even need a real organ.
Right.
We could just have the sound effects guy.
Yeah, yep.
Ba-ba-ba-da.
Yep.
There we go.
1-2, or a seventh inning stretch. You know, they could play that.
What would that be
Like
for this,
that one.
fifth inning stretch?
Sure, yeah, yep. Here's a high fly ball in foul territory. That can't be grabbed by the catcher, Bonnell.
One of the toughest
So it
plays
stays 1-2.
one of the toughest plays for a catcher. Trying to throw the mask off. You're looking up in the air. It's getting into the lights. The fact that he was even close.
Yeah. Well, and you're right against that netting, too, and so, yeah, your back's to that. 1-2. And the batter here, Koski, looks at that pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Now 2-2. Jones. Nasty one right there that breaks down, and Urkowski swings at it for the strikeout. That's the second one of the game. Noah Jones struck out his first batter, Mickey Hotzen, back in the first inning, but did not strike out one since until that one. As Urkowski goes down, that'll keep the runners at first and second.
Fireworks in the distance now as the light fades. Reminds you of the great movie The Sandlot.
Yep. Which I have not seen in about 15 years.
That's fair. If you, I thought you were about to say you hadn't seen it.
Yeah, been a while. That's going to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough
fair
play
ball.
for Dirks.
Very tough play, and it just got beyond the bag there at third base for it to be a fair ball. So that single is going to load the bases.
Looked like Dirks caught it in his chest, and it skipped off his shoulder. Able to corral it though, keep anybody from scoring. Ducks pond is full of ducks.
Yep, that was Grady Belt right there with the hit. First pitch in there for a strike. Now 0-1. Here's Branting up to the plate. Righty pitcher, lefty batter here. Branting is 1 for 1 today with a single back in the second inning. Throw-out attempt over there at third base. Not going to work.
I believe also Branting, when he was up to bat last, it was also bases loaded.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to slap that single right over the first baseman's head, scored 2. Ooh, man.
Good pitch. 0-2.
There's nothing more satisfying than seeing a pitcher throw a good pitch and just a big swing and a miss.
Mm-hmm. Contact and a hit into right field for the left-handed batter. Ball's going to bounce short of the right fielder. That's going to go down, and that will bring in one run at least for SOS. And it looks like Colin Wingard right there to score.
That was another miscommunication there. Second baseman went way out into right field. It was a little bit in no man's land, but the right fielder definitely should have called him off.
Yep.
No communication there, and that's going to cost them a run.
So now it's a 4-1 lead for SOS. Braden Santos up to the plate. Strike one.
Small strike zone for Santos.
Bases loaded, 1 out. And this is going to be a grounder. Jones gloves it, throws over to home, but just past his catcher. And that will send in another run for SOS. Urban. What do you think of that play? I like that play a lot. If that catcher was there, or if just the throw was there, that's an out, you save a run.
It was the right idea, but problem is he just rushed it. He tried to sidearm it a little bit, having to be off kilter. Now you see his teammates. He was really frustrated after that play. He was kind of slapping his glove against his quad. Really showing some signs of being frustrated. Real good of the team to come together and be like, "Hey man, we got this. It's all right. It's still early. 4 runs ain't nothing in Legion baseball."
That's right. So now a 1-0 count here to Colton New Year. The next batter with 1 out, bases loaded. Santos on first, Branting on second. Lindsley, the pinch runner, over on third base.
Trying to look over, see if there's some action in the bullpen. There is no way to tell. The hot dog stand is large and in charge when it comes to seeing that.
5-1 the score, and now a hit into left center field. That's going to go down for a base hit for Colby New Year and bring in one more run. Now 6-1 SOS.
And that's just good hitting. I mean, I tell you what, Noah Jones, he's frustrated with himself right now, but these SOS Rebels, they're hitting the ball where the Kings aren't.
Yep.
Like, there's no way around it.
And we've got another mound visit here with Coach out there talking to his infield. Again, just trying to put some good words in their head, you know. Tough situation here for the Rebels, but a great situation here for SOS. Already with
Try again. Great situation for the Rebels.
Oh, yeah, great situation for, SOS. York, not so much. 3 runs this inning for SOS. It's been a long day already. We've been out here for almost 4 hours.
Absolutely. We've been rocking and rolling, and if you want to see, if you want to watch this descent into madness, you can go to strive.tv/Legion.
/Legion/baseball. You can also find a link on our Instagram. You can find it on our website as well, 1049maxcountry.com.
Speaking of the Instagram, you took over the Instagram today.
That's
Answered
right.
a few questions, gave away some Salt Dogs. We're giving away some
will.
Salt Dogs tickets.
Giveaway. Thanks for everybody for interacting with that. If you did so, maybe listening right now, stay tuned. We could contact you tomorrow for Salt Dogs tickets. There's a grounder right to shortstop. That's going to lead to an out. Let's see here. That Mick Hotzen, I want to say, yep. Hotzen right there with the grounder.
Over to the shortstop, able to get the out at second base. Run will score, though, so 7-1 is your score.
That's the second out. I believe Branting was the runner that scored there as well. Santos over to third. New Year now to second. No.
New Year
stays
got thrown
at first,
out.
yep. And we have Shaden Lundstrom, the only SOS batter not to bat this inning. He's the last one. And this one slides outside the zone, 1-0. Lundstrom flew out to center in the first inning and then was the victim of a 6-3 ground out back in the second.
With a 6-run lead, I'm wondering if SOS is kind of taking their foot off the gas. Because normally in a runner on the corner situation in Legion baseball, you're going to see, especially with a kid on first who can run.
Noah Jones delivers the 2-0. This is a swing and a miss by Lundstrom, now 2-1.
Really want to see Noah Jones get out of this inning. You know, he's put a lot of work in. Not bad pitching effort. Just some well-placed hits.
This one outside, now 3-1. Jones, 2 strikeouts on the day, 60 pitches. And delivers the 3-1. This one too tall, and that's going to walk Lundstrom.
Tried to bend that one back in. Couldn't quite get it to drop.
And so now that will load the bases again. New Year goes over to second base. Lundstrom now at first. Santos at third. And now Colin Wingard, who earlier in this same inning got on base and scored a run via the error.
Yeah, and that's what kick-started off this hot inning. Let's see if it can keep things going.
Hard hit into the backstop right there on the foul ball. Now 0-1. 2 gone. York Cornerstone trailing SOS now 7-1. 4 runs scored for SOS this inning. Jones, the pitch, and another strike, 0-2.
One more pitch gets him out of this nightmare inning. There it is.
And that's going to be a strikeout. The third one of the game for Noah Jones. And the score is going to be 7-1 with York Cornerstone trailing and SOS scoring 4 runs in the inning to take this 6-run lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the third right after this.
Severe weather season is upon us, and you know that 104.9 Max Country will have all of your severe weather coverage. From the first crack of thunder till the last cloud rolls out of the area, we'll keep you informed with what's going on. Severe weather coverage on 104.9 Max Country is sponsored by West Blue Realty, Scott Horrigan Company, Hofschneider Law, Connor Roofing, and Sapp Brothers Travel Center.
Tri-County Automotive, your CarQuest dealer in Henderson. They're always happy to provide you with the highest quality parts. See them first for your belts and hoses, fuel and oil filters, along with all the parts you need to keep those irrigation motors running at their best.
Norder Supply of Bruning, Shickley, and Hebron. For your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, call Norder Supply, serving agriculture for over 35 years.
See Kreidel Enterprises, your participating independent American Standard Air dealer. Call 362-2500 today. Kreidel Enterprises, a name you can trust.
Parker Cyza and Austin Pistulka back with you here from Levitt Stadium in York. This is Legion Baseball on 104.9 Max Country, SOS in York. The SOS Senior Rebels lead York Cornerstone 7-1 as we are here in the bottom of the third inning. It'll be York up to the plate, and I believe Isaac Stark will lead things off. Garrett Bonnell and Marshall McCarthy.
Also needs to be said, put another hot dog on the counter.
That's right. I got my hot dog finally here.
Much
so
needed.
Here we
Get
go.
some energy restored.
That's right. That's right. All right, Isaac Stark. First pitch by Shaden Lundstrom. He's had a good start to the game. So far with 2 strikeouts, he's allowed just 1 hit. And Stark, though, first one is going to be a ball, 1-0. Now this one hugs the top part of the zone, 1-1.
Now listen, I'm new to York. What is the clock tower? What building is that? Do we know? Okay,
Boy,
never mind.
You just put me on the spot.
I did.
I believe it's a church.
It could be. Big Nate, our producer, will tell us over the break. But what I was about to say
Could
is
be part of York College too.
Could be.
Yeah.
There are fireworks with the clock tower, with the lights. Sun going down, fireworks in the background. This is what baseball is.
Excellent backdrop. 2-2. Here to the leadoff batter, Isaac Stark, bottom of the third inning. Lundstrom, the pitch, goes down low, and it's going to be a full count now, 3-2.
Nice work here by Stark. Trying to get more pitches out of Lundstrom.
Lundstrom delivers. This one too low in the zone. He brought some speed there on that pitch, but it falls outside, or down low, I should say, and now that will walk the runner and put Stark on first. That'll bring up Garrett Bonnell.
Catcher who probably should have had a caught stealing, but a rocket of an arm this kid has. See what he can do with the bat in his hands.
32 pitches for Lundstrom, and the 33rd pitch he throws to Bonnell is a strike. 1-0, or 0-1.
Probably a smart pickoff attempt there.
It's going to keep the runner there at first.
Just got confirmed by Donna. That is the clock tower at York College.
There it is. Here's a single into right field for Garrett Bonnell. And that will put him at first base, his first hit of the game, and Isaac Stark goes to second. So, yeah, the Phyllis Mackey Tower. Phyllis J. Mackey Center. There we go. Just beyond us here at York. Yeah.
Shout out to Donna and shout out to Big Nate, producer. Appreciate you, brother.
Well, you got fireworks just beyond the clock tower, and man, it's a cool scene here, as we've been talking about. Runners on first and second here for York. And they trail by 6 runs, so no outs, but 2 runners on base. See what they can do here. And the batter is Marshall McCarthy. And the ball is going to get past the catcher, Grady Bell. Wild pitch there will send the runners now to second and third.
Another good use of the sound effect.
Which I missed that one.
Road runner.
Oh, the road runner. Yeah, meet. Yep.
Meet.
Yeah.
Good stuff there. Good position here for York. Get a couple of them back.
Yeah. Marshall McCarthy at the plate. Reach base on an error the last time up. 2 balls to him and no strikes. 2-0. And Lundstrom. This one up high. They're trying to throw the runner out there at third. And not in time. I think the third baseman actually dropped it way over there, but.
Yep. Third baseman dropped it. And who's the runner on third?
It should be Isaac Stark.
Isaac Stark shaking his head as he gets back, saying, no, you're not picking me off.
Here's Lundstrom, the 3-0. Puts a pitch in the middle of the zone. McCarthy doesn't take a swing at it. Now 3-1.
Stark taking a big lead at third base. Doesn't surprise me that they might try it again.
3-1, Lundstrom. It's another one in the strike zone. Ooh. Now full count, 3-2. I think McCarthy thought that was a free trip to first base for him, but not there yet, 3-2.
Yeah, with the way he swung that bat through, looked like it.
And this one is going to get McCarthy to strike out. That was up high, and I think he tried to check his swing maybe, or maybe he did come around. I don't know. Either way, that's going to be a strikeout and the first out.
He came around on it. He didn't. He swung at it, but he didn't want to. Yep. He went halfway through and was like, this is a bad idea.
So that is the first out and the third strikeout of the game for Lundstrom. Now a bunt attempt put on here by Trevor Vadichka. So he misses on that. It goes low in the zone, though, so it'll be 1-0.
Yeah, able to pull that bunt attempt back just in time.
Back. Okay, gotcha. Yep.
But yeah, once again, chance for small ball. Eke some runs across.
1-0 and 1 out. This is going to be a sliding hit into right field. That's going to score a run for York. They're sending the runner around third. The play at home plate is not going to be in time, and so 2 runs come in for York Cornerstone. Isaac Stark gets on the board, and Garrett Bonnell.
That's a good piece of hitting there.
Trevor Vadichka to right field.
When you say it was a sliding hit, that's perfect description of it. It careened. It looked like my golf swing.
Yeah.
A big slice.
Yeah, that's right.
Able to drop that one in. Good stuff.
And so now it's a 7-3 game here in the bottom of the third inning. And York will have a meeting here at the mound, or rather SOS will have a meeting here at the mound. Talk some things over and maybe regroup after that. Yeah, 1 out here, and runners are going to be on first base.
We asked for some Oregon. We got some Oregon. I got to give it up. Oh, and they're playing center field. Yeah. This is baseball.
John Fogerty. How many times have you heard this song at a Legion baseball or any baseball game? It's probably can't count.
Too high to count.
Yeah.
Great walk-up song, by the way, for this kid. Return of the Mac.
And this should be Carter Collada up to the plate. And a throw over there to the first base. Trevor Vadichka trying to pick him off. Not in time. But, yep, Collada up, reach base on balls in his last at-bat in the second inning. Lundstrom still trying to throw over there to first, and take out Vidichka. Vidichka slides back there to the bag.
Let's see if he does it a third time. He
Yep.
does. He's getting closer.
Yep. So 3 times a throw over there to first base. Pants are getting dirty over there.
It's a cat and mouse game, the pickoff game. Let's see if the mouse is going to run.
Collada now gets a pitch to him. And this is going to be up high and a ball, 1-0.
You know, that's always tough after you've seen a number of pickoff attempts. You're almost surprised that you see a pitch coming your way. Ooh, good bender.
Collada looks at that pitch as it, as you said, bends inside the zone for a strike. Now 1-1. 1 gone and a runner on first. Lundstrom, another throw over there to the first baseman, trying to pick off Vidichka. And he'll slide back to the base.
Mom's going to have a tough time getting the stains out of that one.
Yep.
They're dug in at this point.
Lundstrom, this one upstairs for ball 2. 2-1.
May want to be a life lesson. You do your own laundry this time, kid.
Woo. Another one just up high. 3 pitches right here for Lundstrom that missed the top part of the zone, or upper outside the zone. See if Collada takes a swing on this pitch. He's going to be fouled back. 3-2.
Good swing. Good swing on that one. Good hitters count. Just a bit under it.
Full count, 3-2 here to the batter, Collada. Lundstrom delivers, and this is going to be hit into the air. Might go foul over the right side dugout, and that keeps the count here full. Trey Richard on deck here for York. Keenan Dirks after that, and then Caleb Salling. Three and two again. Lundstrom winds and delivers, and a swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout, and the fourth one of the game for Lundstrom. Collada goes down swinging.
Collada not happy with that swing and a miss, but it was a good pitch.
Really good pitch there. A lot of those pitches in that at-bat were above the zone. That one went lower.
Smart pitch play there.
Now here's Trey Richard. Reach base on an error back in the second inning. This one's going to be a strike as well, just like the last one for Lundstrom.
You said Lundstrom was a three-sport athlete, and you know it's a real testament to people to kids that don't specify what specialize. There's a big conversation about that going on around the country right now. Should your kids pick a sport early? Clearly, he's doing some good things in all four sports that he's been playing.
You know, and I don't know how much I could say about this. I live in a bigger city in Lincoln, as do you. And
Sure.
in Lincoln and Omaha, you see that often where kids in the high school or in middle school, I guess at that time, then they're choosing a sport and they're a football player. But small town Nebraska, I mean, you're playing every if you're an athlete, you're playing football, basketball, or football, wrestling, or however you do it, football, wrestling, track, or however it goes.
And sometimes
not often, yeah.
And sometimes you're the lead in a musical. Who
yeah,
knows?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and not often are there just single sport athletes around. Of course, it's there, but not like it is in the bigger cities. 2-2 count here to the batter, Richard. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. There to end the inning. Shaden Lundstrom throwing heat on that last one. And that ends it. But York picks up 2 runs there in the 3rd inning to lighten the deficit a little bit. They still trail to the SOS seniors 7-3. As we head to the 4th inning, you're listening to Legion Baseball on Max Country and Strive TV.
Aurora Co-op is your go-to resource for better information, better products, and better services. And they're also a proud supporter of area athletes. Check them out at auroracoop.com.
It's never too early to start planning for your irrigation season. If your well needs some work, call Tim or Brian at Elf's Well Drilling in Chicley. Call toll-free 888-627-WELL.
The Chicley Grain Company supports their BDS Eagles. There's no stopping when you're dedicated and work hard to achieve your goals. Chicley Grain Company, 402-627-2425.
If you're looking for a step beyond the ordinary in all of life's important moments, call Peterson's Pedal Company in York. Whatever the occasion, let their flowers make it special. It's Peterson's Pedal Company.
Get your car or truck repaired right the first time at Lavander's Body Shops in Grand Island, Hastings, St. Paul, North Platte, Kearney, York, Omaha, and their newest location in Seward.
Arby's believes you have to work hard, dream big, play fair, have fun, and get it done. Follow that plan and you'll make a difference.
Welcome back. Levitt Stadium here in York, Nebraska. 7-3, the SOS Senior Rebels leading the York Cornerstone Senior Kings. And it will be SOS here to the plate in this 4th inning. And they had, 10 batters back in the 3rd inning when they scored their 4 runs right there to jump out to this 7-3 lead. I believe we're going to have, I think it's Shaden Lundstrom, I want to say. I think I lost my place here on the score sheet.
Well, you know, when you run through an entire inning and listen, the official scorebook has been chaos all night.
It has. It has.
Trevor Vadichka coming in to pitch now.
That's right.
Looks like Noah Jones moves over to 3rd base. You know, Noah had a tough outing today, giving up 7 runs, but he shouldn't feel bad about his day pitching. He had some good pitches.
3 strikeouts, 7 hits, did allow 3 runs, 7 runs given up, but earned runs for Noah Jones were 3 and allowed just 1 walk on 3 strikeouts, 7 hits allowed again. So, yeah, 65 pitches as well.
That's all you can ask for from a kid. You know, he trusted his defense, and the defense, let some things go.
So it's Wyatt Urbahn who starts things off. That's right. Wingard had the play to end the inning there last time. So Wyatt Urbahn up to the plate here in the 4th inning. What happened here? Hit by pitch?
Hit in the shin.
Didn't see that, but that is now going to send Corby Urkoski to the plate.
Man, I took that one like a champ. If I get hit in the shin like that, I am stumbling around.
Probably outside of especially on your leg, the shin probably is the worst place, right? Worse than the calf, worse than the foot.
There's
even.
No meat there.
Yeah, exactly. Ouch.
Oh, no meat on the shin.
Corby Urkoski had a single back in the 2nd inning, struck out in the 3rd. This one he's going to send out into right field beyond the foul line, and so that makes it 1-1.
Oh, someone's got the big fireworks.
Yeah.
Just big booms. No, nothing pretty about it. Just the kind of firework you feel in your chest.
Yeah, one of those that are quick, bright flashes and then followed by a really loud sound.
Tell you what, that foul ball that came back at us, it looked like it was going to find a way in between.
The
then you want to talk about
dual
chaos.
net setting that they got here or something? Yeah.
The dual net's very solid for protection. But the possibility of one getting underneath, whew.
1-2 here to the batter. And this is going to be grounded. Corby Urkoski right there, grounded foul.
Who's number 11 for York? Great play.
Trey Richard, yeah.
Yeah, great play by the kid in the dugout. Reaching over, catching it on the hop. It's those kind of effort plays that get you on the field.
1-2 here to Urkoski. That's going to find the zone. Just a little breaking ball to the outside part, and that will strike out Urkowski.
Urkowski didn't like that call. Didn't like it one bit. But golly, that was a good bending curve, nice and slow. Catches the outside corner.
So now 1 out with 1 on. And here's Grady Belt with a strong hit in the left field. That'll go down for a single, and it gets past the left fielder. They're going to send the runner around first and around second and hold him there at third base. That was Urban as Grady Belt gets a stand-up double into the outfield.
Ooh. Yep, getting switched out now. Nice solid hit.
Yeah, that made a good sound off the bat. And then it got past the left fielder as well. He had to run back a few yards to go grab it.
Yeah, he was halfway to the fence on that one. And as we've said, this is a deep, deep fence.
Now it's Pierce Branting. And Branting is going to foul this one up straight back, hits the top of the metal roof here at Levitt Stadium in York.
We got to start playing a game. People should, if we had a text line, people could text in and say, was it a firework or was it a foul ball that hit the top?
Be an interesting game, I'll tell you. I don't know if you're listening, if you'd be able to tell it all. Yeah. 0-1 here to Branting. Now 1-1 as that pitch was outside.
York really needs to settle in, get 2 outs here. Don't want that lead to extend.
It's going to go behind the, it's going to go behind the catcher there. And that will bring home a run, right as you said that, Austin.
I'd like to apologize for that one. I feel like I caused that one.
And so that will send home Urban. Belt is going to move from second to third. And it's Branting still here at the plate. 2-1. Contact again. Up towards left center. Center fielder makes the catch. Tag up made there by Belt, but he's not going to go at third base. So a fly out there for Branting to center.
That Starks out in center field?
Yes.
He whipped that ball in to save a run.
Now Braden Santos is up. He had a single back in the second inning. And in the second and third innings, so 2 for 2 today.
Oh, we might have got him.
And look at that pick off over there at third base. And that's going to end the inning. I kind of missed that. I was looking down and writing something down on my notes, and
it was just a really solid play. Catcher got it quick through over to third base, got the tag down, and that's going to do it.
So it makes it 8-3. SOS does get 1 run in the top of the 4th inning. Lead it 8-3 over York as we go to the bottom part of the 4th, right after this on Max Country. Bottom of the 4th inning, York Cornerstone up to the plate. Trailing by 5 runs here. Austin, they want to try to cut into this a little bit. We're obviously a lot of baseball left here on this Tuesday night, but you got to cut into it when you can, and a good time here is this bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, anything can happen in Legion baseball. However, Time is there's a lot of baseball to be played, but time is running out. You know, they only play 7 innings here, and they really got to get to work. 5 runs is not an insurmountable lead, but it all starts with 1 hit.
And so, believe we are leading off with
the
Trey
tower
Richard.
on that one.
Yeah, Trey Richard.
Man, that's a scary moment.
Anthony White, excuse me. Go ahead. Yep.
Ball came zooming towards his head, able to duck out of the way, thankfully. But goodness gracious, that one was close. Another one, high and inside.
So it's going to be 2-0. Anthony White pinch hitting in for Trey Richard in this 7th spot in the batting lineup. 2-0. And that's going to be a strike. Now 2-2.
Anthony White, we saw him in the earlier game. Catcher doing some good things in the juniors game.
I think he was 2 for 2 as well, or 2 for 3 maybe.
He definitely had a couple hits.
Yeah, that one's going to get in the zone for him. Now 2-2.
Baseball's a streaky game, as we've said. So if he's hot, now's the time.
Lundstrom still at the mound for SOS, and this is going to be hit back for a foul. Count will stay 2-2. 5-run deficit here for York.
Really good to stay alive on that one. He's choked up a little bit on the bat. Just trying to do some solid 2-strike hitting.
This one upstairs for the ball. Now 3-2. Full count. Lundstrom, this one's going to be a dribbler right back to the pitcher. Weird spin on that ball. He throws over to first in time for the out. Wow.
Wow.
That ball first, it was hit, kind of like a chop ball that then took a very strange spin right in front of the pitcher, almost jumped immediately to the pitcher's right. And he did a good job grabbing that throwing it over to first.
That thing had a ping pong, like, it looked like an
It looked
Olympic
like a
ping pong,
yeah.
or got some backspin on it.
Or like a wedge from 50 yards out on the golf course, and you spin it right back. Interesting.
That's exactly what it looked like. And man, the umpires conferring because the first baseman clearly off the bag, but made the tag. Very smart play over there at first base.
Yep. So that will be out number 1 then. And Anthony White will be retired because, first baseman. So that will bring up, missed the name on that one, new batter,
Number
I believe, in there.
14. They didn't give us a lineup for our official scoreboard, scorecard, scorebook. Words are hard. Gosh, we should be better at this if we.
0-1. Lundstrom. This one down low. That will even it up at 1 apiece.
Dakota Brown up to bat.
And he's going to get a single. Nope, not quite. He's going to hit a contact right up to the second baseman. Apologize, not a single. It was a hit right to the second baseman who made the throw over to first for the out. Now 2 gone.
I got to tell you, I don't blame you for saying that was going to be single. It was hit right up the middle, but the second baseman able to make a great move, first step over there. I'm surprised that he was able to get over to it.
So now
Noah Jones.
Dakota Brown, I believe.
Noah Jones.
Or no, excuse me, Noah Jones, yep.
Dakota
Back
Brown
to the top
is
of the
who-
order,
yep.
right.
Noah Jones stepping in.
0 for 2 today. Lundstrom now 66 pitches. And Jones is going to have this one slide out. So it'll be a ball, 1-1. Lundstrom. Woo. Threw some heat right there. Swing and a miss for Jones. And the count's going to be 1-2. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th.
I'll tell you what, each and every single one of these batters keeps inching closer and closer to the plate. There's no there's no outline left on the inside part of the batter's box for the right-handed batters.
It's been called to strike a lot here today. 2-2. And Lundstrom delivers the pitch. Swung low for ball 3, now full count.
Really good patience there by Jones.
Lundstrom, the pitch. This is going to strike him out. I think Jones thought he was head to first base, but that one finds the zone for the 3rd strike. And that's also, I think, the 5th. Yep, 5th strikeout of the game for Shaden Lundstrom. And that will end the inning. York Cornerstone puts up no runs on the board, no hits. And they trail 8-3 to SOS as we go to the 5th inning. You're listening to Legion Baseball on Max Country and Strive TV.
For all your thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
It's not exactly a close game, but we could see a big inning from either of these teams. Anything can happen in Legion Baseball. 8-3 is your score. SOS Rebels leading the York Cornerstone Kings. 8-3. Pitching now is goodness gracious. It's almost like I haven't been watching this game.
Right.
Trevor Vidichka.
Vidichka, yeah.
Trevor Vidichka is pitching, and up to bat will be number...
Leading off for SOS in the top of the 5th. Number 24.
Number 24, Braden Santos. I kept reading 14. Gotta get my eyes checked from up here. Someone get me some binoculars.
We need an official scorer.
We need an official
scorebook.
Darn right.
Yeah.
Swung on over to second base. Weird hop, but able to corral it, and out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That was a pretty good pitch, really good contact too. And also just a good play there by the second baseman to make the throw.
Yeah, he took it on the second hop, and the second hop is always a question mark. Now batting is Brunting. Left-handed batter. Takes ball 1 low and outside. Excuse me, Kelby New Year is the batter. This one on the outside corner for strike number 1. Brings the count to 1-1. Vidichka, the pitcher. New Year steps in, left-handed batter. That one will be low for ball 2. Brings the count to 2-1. It is 10 o'clock here in York, Nebraska. You're listening to KTMX York, Max Country 104.9. Swung on for strike number 2. 2-2 the count. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. This one fouled off, straight back. Keeps the count even at 2-2. New Year, excuse me. With some good 2-strike hitting. New Year with a white and yellow bat. Pitch, tried to bend it back in, but it ends up being a waste pitch. 3-2, count is full. Trevor Vidichka trying to get the second out of the inning. The kick and the throw, that's going to be high for ball 4. He walks.
New Year with base on balls.
That takes us back to the top of the order. Mickey Hotzen steps in for the Rebels.
Yeah, he struck out last time out, or rather the first time out, and then he had a sacrifice fly, I believe, that scored a run back in that second inning, and then grounded out in the third.
First pitch he takes for strike number 1. New Year takes a big lead over at first. Let's see if he's going to go. That will be a pickoff attempt, nothing doing. Vidichka gets it back. The stretch runner doesn't go, starts to go but stops. Foul ball is heading to the parking lot. We got some action over in the Rebels bullpen.
Yeah, got somebody warming up over there. I haven't seen anybody, I can't really see much from this vantage point of York, but I know Vidichka here is just 23 pitches in.
Good pitch there. Inside, gets the batter to turn in. Hotzen makes contact for a foul ball, 0-2. 1 out, 1 runner on. Swung on, and hey, that one got through.
Yeah, right through the net, into the crowd.
Got through the net, into the crowd. Someone's going home with a souvenir.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll be nice and give it back.
No, you give it back, and then I think maybe for kids, at least you get like at least at our old ballpark, back in my hometown, you get like a sucker or something.
I think it was, for
25
us,
cents.
for us it was a quarter.
50 cents?
50
cents for a ball this time?
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Inflation. 0-2 count. Runner on first. Calling time is Hotzen. Hotzen's fouled off a couple. Looking in is Vidichka. Checks the runner. Sends it home. That's swung on high.
Ball hit.
To center field. And that is brought in by the center fielder for out number 2. Sounded like really good contact off the bat, but it just drifted high up in the air.
Yeah, kind of looked like it was going to head a little bit farther, and then you look down, you see Stark kind of moving up on it. But yeah, tough to see in this in the black sky.
Shaden Lundstrom steps in. I tell you what, New Year over on first base taking massive, massive leads. It would not surprise me if they send another pickoff attempt or if they just throw down. And he's going to go off to second after the pass ball. He'll get in easy. No slide needed, no throw. 2-0 is the count to Lundstrom. 2 outs, runner on second. Lundstrom sends that one back to the netting for a foul and strike number 1. 2-1 the count. Shaden Lundstrom, number 1 on the field, number 1 in your hearts if you're from SOS. Runner on second, 2 out. Top of the 5th inning. Swung on, it sends it to center field, 1 hop. Stark sends that ball into home plate, whips it over to second base, trying to get him to go to second, and he is saved.
Just got off the bag, something. Obviously, for us, it's tough to see over there at second. But yeah, initially the throw was made from center to try to go home. What a throw by Stark to get to the catcher, and then Shaden Lundstrom then took off from first base over to second, and not in time. And maybe that second baseman got off the bag.
Man, that was close.
Yeah, it was.
That was very, very close, but smart play for all sides. But this time it was SOS getting in just ahead of York. 8-3 still your score. That one is going to be low. And looks like they tried to pick off over at third. Nothing doing, though. Colin Wingard is up to bat. Runner on second and runner on third.
And you got Lundstrom there on third, New Year on, or rather Lundstrom on second, New Year on third. Both speedy base runners, too.
Absolutely. That one is fouled off. Roosters crowing in the background. 1-1 the count. Pistulka looks at New Year, sends it home. Inside, but it's dribbling and looks like it went off his foot. Foul ball. 1-2 the count. Pistulka really needs this to get out of this inning. Doesn't want any damage done. It's 8-3, and then he wants to keep it that way. Wind up in the pitch. Bender gets hit high and straight back. Foul ball. Car alarm's going off. Don't know if it's real or not.
I don't think that's real. I don't think so.
Pistulka, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike three, and that's going to end the inning.
Good pitch there by Pistulka. Had to get it. You know, you want to get out of this inning, not put any more runs on the board for your opponent, so it stays a 5-run game.
Couple of hits, couple of men left on, and that's going to do it for the top half of the fifth. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Max Country 104.9.
See Copsa, Odie, and
a new Strive School. Join a community of educators and students. Get access to support, resources, and education. Your fans watch for free, and there's even a new revenue opportunity for your school. Contact sales at strive.tv to sign up your school to become a Strive School.
Levitt Stadium, Austin Pistulka and Parker Cyza hanging out with you on a gorgeous Tuesday night here in the beautiful town of York. Picturesque York College in the background. Fireworks have been going off. Kind of have fallen off here, I guess it is. I was going to say a school night. That doesn't make sense. It's summer vacation. But listen, your home for high school sports to watch is strive.tv. You can watch this game simulcast with our beautiful voices over on strive.tv/Legion-Baseball.
Yep.
But listen, if you're listening in the car, don't watch it. Listen to Max Country
That's
104.9.
right. Not a good idea to tune into a video while you're driving, obviously. Nobody needs to know that out there. 1-0 count here to the batter.
New pitcher, it's Wyatt Urban, and he's starting off with 2 straight balls. 2-0, the count to Isaac Stark.
Stark, he's 1 for 1 today.
Wind up in the pitch. That is going to be low for ball 3, 3-0 count.
York would love one more ball here to get one person on base and try to start some momentum here in the bottom of the fifth.
That one finally crosses the plate for a strike. 3-1 the count. Urban working fast. That one is low, and they say he couldn't check the swing in time. That brings the count full, 3-2.
Yeah, it looked like he came around here. See what happens on the full.
That is going to be ball 4, low. Walking Isaac Stark, a speedy base runner, not someone you want on the base paths.
All right, York 1 on base. Nobody out. Good opportunity for them here to try to cut into this lead a little bit. 5 runs here in the 5th inning.
Garrett Bunnell steps in, right-handed batter, red helmet. Isaac Stark starts to take off, stops, and then sees that the ball gets by the catcher and makes his way over to second base. That will be a pass ball, not a stolen base. And that brings count to 1-0. Bunnell stands in. Urban throws. Inside, hits him. Hopefully that missed the elbow, because, golly, funny bone on a baseball? No thanks.
Nuh-uh. Well, 2 on base now. 1 on a base on balls, the other hit by pitch. They're going to send in a pinch runner here as well for Bonnell. But, yeah, just how you wanted to start this inning if you're York, for sure.
Absolutely. This is the bottom of the 5th inning. Not a lot of baseball left to be played, but they could get a couple runs back here. They don't need to get it back all at once. Marshall McCarthy steps in with 2 runners on. This one's low and outside for ball number 1.
He's looking for his first hit of the day.
With how Urban is pitching right now, I'm going to be honest, it might be a sit back and wait kind of thing. I think he's only had 1 or 2 strikes in the 3 batters faced.
Yep, for sure.
Swung on contact up to the shortstop, could be 2. Turns over to second base and not in time, but 1 out. Runner will head over to third base on the fielder's choice.
Marshall McCarthy got over there to first pretty quickly. Good job by him, because that was a good play and a manageable play for SOS to get that double play. They did it obviously well there at second base. Could have made the throw back to first, but just not in time. Good running there by McCarthy to not let that happen.
Absolutely. And more importantly, we got a runner on third. Now we got runners on the corners, first and third. Here's the pitch by Urban. Low and outside. That's going to be runner coming home. That will score a run. The lead is trimmed to 4. 8-4 is your score as the York Kings get 1 across.
Yep. Isaac Stark right there getting to the home plate.
Marshall McCarthy moves to second. Trevor Vodichka is your batter. Vodichka steps in, right-handed batter, facing the right-handed pitcher. And that is in there for a strike. 1-1. One on, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one will be too high. 2-1 count. Late night at the ballpark, still a good one. Swung on, tipped foul. That'll be strike 2. Vodichka has done well pitching. Batting. How's he done batting so far? Has a strikeout in this game.
1 for 2, Vodichka so far.
Swung on, and that's
Good
going
hit.
towards the hole and left. Diving chance for the shortstop, unable to get to it. That's going to be a single for Trevor Vodichka.
Did that shortstop stop that over there? I think was it stopped from getting to the outfield at least? Because that could have saved a run.
It could have.
York could have brought McCarthy home. But I couldn't really see over there.
It might have
honestly.
caught up on his arm.
Yeah.
Because it was well hit and it had like a weird pop-up. But yeah, I think he might have got a little bit of it. Definitely saved a run. 8-4 is your score. York trails. Swung on to center field. That'll drop for a single. Gets by the center fielder. This could score 2. He's at third. He's being waited. No, he is stopped. Held up at third base. And the lead is trimmed to 3.
Big time hit right there by Collada.
8-5 is your score. Runners on first and third. Collada coming in clutch. Collada, more like clutchada.
8 of 10. 8 out of 10 right there.
I appreciate it.
I was gonna
That's
get
a
it.
generous 8 out of 10. Very generous. It's Trey Richard up to bat with the runners on the corners. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Represents the tying run here, Richard, with Vidichka at third base, Collada at first.
Getting the signals down from Coach. Urban checks the runner at first. 1-0 count. From the stretch, sends it home. That is a strike. Brings the count to 1-1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That one is outside for ball 2. 2-1. Tell you what, the York Cornerstone Kings really respect the arm of this catcher. They are not trying anything, even with runners on the corners. Swung on, trying to get to the hole, and misplayed. Knocked down by the shortstop.
Boy.
Able to knock it down, but couldn't get a throw off.
Yeah.
That's going to score a run.
There's been some mishandling of bounces on the turf here today. I don't know what it is. Maybe is it the fact that the field is now lightened up with lights, or that the daylight is now gone, because guys are starting to miss. When those bounces first happen, they're missing it.
Sure.
Right? I mean, that's happened now, I think, 3 times this inning. That one out into center field or left field, and then that one right by the shortstop.
8-6 is now your score, and there will be a pitching change for the SOS Rebels. We'll find out who that pitcher is after the break. You're listening to Max Country 104.9.
When you've been injured or have had surgery, you'll likely need therapy. We recommend York Physical Therapy, and York Physical Therapy helps you stay in shape at their Fitness Works Total Fitness Center.
Hins Repair in York is your one-stop shop for auto repair, where quality and economy go hand in hand. Give them a call at 362-4243. King's Glass is a local full-service glass and glazing shop, specializing in residential, automotive, commercial, and glazing needs. Call King's Glass, 362-6550.
When you're selling, buying, exchanging, or refinancing a home, a parcel of land, or commercial real estate, York County Title Company is here to help you. 608 North Grand Avenue in York. Stinger Plumbing in York believes in a higher standard, providing customers what they want and offering knowledge and expertise to give them exactly what they need. Stinger Plumbing in York. Lifetime Modular Homes of York is committed to bringing Nebraskans together with their perfect home. That commitment's kept them strong for almost 50 years. They support the commitment of local athletes and wish them the best of luck.
It's Legion Baseball on Max Country 104.9. I am Austin Pistulka. With me is Parker Cyza. It is a pitching change. Mickey Hotzen here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 1 out. The lead at the beginning of this was SOS 8-3, and that lead has been trimmed to just 2 as the York Senior Kings now trail only by 2, 8-6.
Yeah, getting those 3 big runs there in that 5th inning. And right when we said, they kind of let off with a couple of walks, a hit by a base on balls, a hit by pitch, kind of just said that's all they needed, just a couple of base runners here to get this thing going. And once they caught some momentum right there, obviously good to put up 3 runs.
With 1 out, we got runners on first and second, and we got Anthony White stepping in, second at-bat of the day in this game. He had a couple at-bats in the first game as well, a couple hits. Goes to lay down a bunt, has to duck out of the way, though. 1-0 count. Hotzen's first pitch, buzzed the tower. Looks like they might be trying for some small ball. Let's see if he tries to lay down a bunt once again. Does not. This one's in the dirt. Able to be corralled by the catcher. 2-0 count.
Anthony White 0 for 1. Be a really good first hit of the game for him right here.
2-0 count, sends it towards home. Swung on, left field. Will it drop?
Down.
It will.
Going to hold the runner there at third, and it's going to be bases loaded. Yeah.
Bases loaded. He swung, drove it to left field, as far left field as you can get, right along the foul line. That left fielder, though, great job playing it, able to keep it in front of him, no run score.
That was Colin Wingard over there. And how about Anthony White, a guy playing in the juniors game, gets his chance here in the seniors and comes up with a pretty big hit that loads the bases with one out.
That brings up
Dakota Brown.
Dakota Brown. Right-handed batter, one out, bases loaded. That was a slow curve, and Dakota Brown wanted to take it for a ride, but instead thought better of it. That is strike one. But if he would have swung, he might have looked silly. Here's the pitch. That one, another curve. This one a little bit lower. Strike two. Swung on that one. Dakota Brown, 0-2 count. Hotzen looks. Lines up, sends it. Ooh. Inside.
That was close. The other kind of the same pitch as he did the first two times. Breaking ball, starts at the top of the zone, gets down to the bottom part.
1-2 count. Trying to get a ground ball to get out of this inning. He will not get it. That's popped up to shortstop. Able to float over the shortstop. That's going to score one.
Big hit there for Brown. And York just kind of using this momentum to get back into this game. It's a one-run game.
I can't believe they came back in this inning. Incredible. We kept saying they don't need to get it all at once, but they said, forget that. We're going to get it all right now. And Noah Jones is up to bat, top of the order for the York Cornerstone Senior Kings. Bases are loaded. Here's the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 count. How many runs is that this inning? 4? 8-7. They've scored 4 runs this inning. That one high and inside. Looks like everything that Hotzen is throwing has some curve to it. It's just a matter of how fast he throws it. 1 out, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, over to shortstop, diving catch. Gets it over to first base and save. Able to get back in time.
Colby Urkowski.
Heads up play there by the shortstop.
That was Urkowski right there with the grab. Fantastic play. Get that second out and, keep your team with the lead here so far.
Getting the uniform dirty, diving catch, and then saw the runner at second go back, was able to make a good throw over to first base. Not quite enough juice to get it there before he got back. That runner on first base, whoo man, almost caught out in no man's land. Isaac Stark playing me some mountain music as he steps up to bat. 8-7 is your score. 2 outs. Bases loaded, bottom of the 5th inning. Hotzen sends it in, and that is just inside for ball 1. Stark has had himself a pretty good day so far today. 1 for 1. He also walked. That's a strike.
He's got a couple of runs scored.
Couple of stolen bases as well, if I'm right.
Yeah, 2 runs scored.
Here's the pitch. That one's low for ball 2. Thank you to the voiceover guy. Single and 2 walks on the day. It's almost like he's watching the broadcast. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's inside. That hit him. That's going to score a run.
Another one ties it up. Well, we got a game here now. Bottom of the 5th inning.
Get yourself a cup of coffee, folks, because this one might be going late. 8-8 is your score. It's all tied up. Stepping up to the plate is number 20, Garrett Bonnell. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Tie ball game. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike number 1. Bonnell rocking the red helmet once again. Looking snazzy. Here's the pitch. This one turned on this one. Left field. Left fielder able to get there in time, and that's going to leave 3 men on. But the damage has been done. 5 runs, and the game is all tied up. The SOS Rebels 8, the York Kings 8. We'll be back with the 6th inning right after this. You're listening to Max
You've
Country.
worked hard to get here, and now...
Lundstrom did a phenomenal job, and when they took him out, I mean, he was starting to get hit around a little bit, but as soon as they took him out, there was a drop-off in pitching clearly, and now it is all tied up. Pistulka is the pitcher for York. This one is popped up and hits the net.
Oh,
and it's
get
stuck in the net. Nobody's going to get 50 cents with that one. Well, that's too bad. Up to bat. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Going to have to get the broom out sometime to poke that one off the net. And the hit by pitch right there for Urban. He's going to get to first base.
Wyatt Urban fouled one, then took another hit. He's off to first base. Corby Urkowski, the shortstop, stepping in now with a runner on first. Top of the 6th inning. Pistulka sends it in. That's going to be a strike. Called strike 1. Pistulka has really handled himself well in relief. Came in with a lot of runs to make up. He's able to hold this good Rebels team. I think he's held them to only 1 run.
1 run, 2 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed so far for Pistulka.
0-2 count. Runner on first. Tie ball game, top of the 6th inning. Checks the runner at first, sends it home. That's whipped over to the second baseman. Could be 2, won't be. Gets it over to first, not in time.
Yeah. Tough play there for Richard to make, but almost got it there to first, at least for 1 out.
Yeah, that was really tough. I mean, it kind of got up in on him.
Yep.
He bobbled it a little bit. Then he turned to look to second. Saw he didn't have time. Whipped it over to first base. Not a bad throw. Just, bang, bang play.
Yep. Going to go down as an error.
Yeah, sadly will go down as an error. 2 runners on. Pistulka sends it. That's strike number 1 to Grady Belt, the catcher. How did I miss the hair?
That's right.
Belt steps in, right-handed batter. That is low and outside for ball 1. 2 on now in the top of the 6th inning. Runner on first, runner on second. Pistulka checks the runner at second, sends it home. Low, kicks out to the left side, both runners going. That's going to advance both runners. We got runners on second and third. Not the position that the Kings wanted to be in after getting all those runs back. Finally tie it up. You don't want to be going from behind again. But Belt has a big chance here. Belt fading to foul territory and couldn't get a read on it, was the first baseman, Collada. And that's going to drop in foul territory. 2-2 the count. Another tough one there.
Yeah,
Up, drifting.
And you had to, you're running probably at that point 40 feet, to where that dugout is. So
got the opposing dugout there, all eyes on him. Who knows what could have been said. Pistulka, 2-2 count, sends it home, swung on!
That's a big pitch.
Strike 3.
Big pitch right there by Pistulka. Got Belt to swing at that one pretty good.
Needed that one. Belt goes down swinging. Out number 1. And it'll make your hands clap.
Pierce Branting up here now. 2 for 3 today, doing pretty good.
Lefty batter, done well against right-handed pitching. Pistulka looking in, 1 out. Runner on second and third. That one is outside for ball 1. Score is still tied up at 8 here in the top of the 6th inning. Branting steps in. Looking for something he can work with. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside, ball 2. 2-0 count. Pistulka settling on the mound. He sets, he throws. That is low and outside. 3-0 count. Pistulka trying to find the strike zone here against the left-handed Brunting. Sends it in, and that one is right down the pipe for strike 1. Branting taking all the way. 3-1 count.
Yeah, there's no way he was going to swing on that 3-0 pitch.
Heck, he could have put the bat down for that one.
Yeah.
This one is right down the pipe once again. 3-2. Count is full. Pistulka waiting for Branting to settle in. Now sets. Here's the kick, payoff pitch. Swung on to the left side. That's going to eke through to the outfield. That's going to score 1. It could score 2, and it will. A 2 RBI single puts them back on top.
Urban or Koski come in. Urban from third base, Koski from second base, and Branting with the 2 RBI single right there.
Brings the lead 10-8 now for the SOS Rebels. Braden Santos now settling in. No pressure here anymore. The lead is secured once again here in the top of the 6th inning. All the pressure is on the York Senior Kings. First one is inside for ball 1. Sends it. That one has contact high. Pop fly to the second baseman who secures it for out number 2. That was a high fly ball.
Yep.
Just not very far.
No. Right up there to the second baseman. Easy play.
That brings up Kelby New Year. Almost a neighbor. Kelby New Year, left-handed batter. That is in there for strike 1. I don't think they're going to test this catcher. He's got a rocket on him, and he's been showing it off today. Pistulka sends it home. Swung on for strike 2. 0-2 count. Two outs, 0-2 count. Runner on first. Let's see if Pistulka can do it. That's outside for ball 1. Not a bad time to miss. Trevor Pistulka getting the sign. He's set, sends it home. That's chopped back to the pitcher. He's going to walk it over to first base. Soft toss, and that will do it for the top of the 6th inning. 1 left on, couple of hits, couple of runs come in, and the SOS Rebels now lead by 2. 10-8, you're listening to Max Country 104.9.
You've worked hard to get here, and now it's your time to show what you have. Penner's Tire and Auto in York wishes you the best of luck on your journey.
Live and local. Make Cool Radio and Max Country your stations for coverage of area sports this season.
Jensen Lumber Company in York is proud to offer so many services. From home to business to construction projects, turn to Jensen Lumber in York for all the products and services you need.
We're back at Levitt Stadium. Austin Pistulka with Parker Cyza, hanging out with you on a beautiful Tuesday night. Really, we've been saying it all night long, but the weather has been gorgeous.
Yeah.
Only problem now is that some mosquitoes are starting to find my ankles.
Yeah, they're lurking, and I think partly because the wind isn't that up. You know, usually when it's windier, the mosquitoes tend to stay away. I mean, they get blown away, but when it's completely still like it is right now, I just saw one buzz right by the computer here. So, yeah.
Scientists, get on the mosquito problem. I know you're listening.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of these mosquitoes. Who do we got pitching? Is it still Hotzen?
I think it's a new one.
It does look like
here
a new
as
one.
well.
Number 2, it's still Mickey Hotzen.
Yeah.
He was throwing a lot of straight fastballs there. All I saw last inning was benders from him. But it is the bottom of the 6th inning. Mickey Hotzen in to pitch. Shaden Lundstrom, who started the day pitching, he's over at shortstop. And it is Marshall McCarthy stepping in the right-handed batter's box, leading off for the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch, high ball, close, but not close enough. That is ball number 1. Hotzen sets and throws. That's going to be inside for ball 2. McCarthy rests the bat on his shoulder, picks it up as the pitch comes in. That is ball 3, low. 3-0 count.
3 quick balls, just like that.
Once again, Hotzen throwing a almost solely benders.
Yeah.
That one had some heat.
Upper part of the zone, McCarthy lost it. Lost his bat, I should say.
Don't think he meant to do
Yeah,
that.
no,
one.
no.
That one didn't even look like it was a ball. Oh, that one's low and inside that time, and that is going to be a walk for McCarthy.
Sends the tying run now to the plate. Here in the bottom of the 6th, and it looks like we're going to have a mound visit here from Coach Belt over to his infield.
See if we'll get a pitching change. Don't know if we will. Yes, we will. Hands it off to another person with long flowing hair. This one, it's not the catcher.
Not Grady Belt.
It is not Grady Belt. He stays behind
Extreme
the plate.
Automotive in York, providing personalized, honest service you can count on bumper to bumper. Good luck to all area athletes from Extreme Auto in York.
Tim and Kale Palace, Bill Hoffman and Nate Hoffman, your independent Pioneer sales representatives, are proud to sponsor local high school athletes. Call them to talk about the industry's best lineup for both corn and soybeans for your farming operation.
When you're selling, buying, exchanging, or refinancing a home, a parcel of land, or commercial real estate, York County Title Company is here to help you. 608 North Grand Avenue in York.
We're back to Levitt Stadium. Corby Yurkowski is going to be your pitcher. Stepping in for Mickey Hotzen. At this rate, we're going to see every single SOS Rebel get out there and pitch. But hey, if you got them, throw them. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. There's a runner on first, just got walked. Oh, that warm-up pitch hit in an uncomfortable spot. And the umpire tried to take out a kid with a wild throw. There's pure chaos here. Late night baseball on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. That one low. I know I'm not supposed to do play-by-play on the warm-up pitches, but...
Mine as well.
Might as well.
It's right there.
Listen, if you're listening to this on Max Country 104.9 and you're in your house...
First off, go to bed.
Don't go to bed. Keep listening.
It's a quarter to 11.
This game, it's a quarter to 11, and you're going to listen to this game all the way through. Donna, I know you're still up and listening. All right? Keep it here on Max Country 104.9. But if you are at home and you're not driving, tune in to strive.tv/Legion-Baseball.
If anything, and watch what should probably be a good game to wrap this one up. It's 10-8. Every team is taking their advantages that they can when they're in their at-bats. And, wouldn't surprise me here if York in this inning, we'll see, can get a couple of runs, take the lead again. SOS, they could respond in the 7th. So got some good action here on a Tuesday night in York.
Pickoff attempt by Yurkowski, not going to happen this time. It's Trevor Vidichka in to bat for the Kings. Ooh, that one. You heard the slap of the thigh on that one.
Hopefully.
Hopefully thigh. Anything else, it probably would have hurt.
So, yeah, good.
Brings runners to first and second. Donna, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you're still listening to this, and I'm talking to everyone, including Donna, head on over to the Instagram. Follow us on Max Country 104.9. Parker Cyza took over today. That's going to be a called strike. Pulled the bunt attempt back.
Facebook, Max Country on Facebook.
That's right.
1049 Max Country on Twitter. All the socials.
All the socials. One of these days it will be TikTok.
Yeah.
Carter Collada steps in. That is just painting the corner for an 0-2 count. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Collada trying to, last time I called him Clutchada.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can do it again. Yep. Will it be bumped up to a 10 out of 10 if he does? Well, he won't. That's a chopper to the second baseman. He will move the runners from first and second over to second and third.
Well, which is what you want to do, get those to go over, and now they're in scoring position. You're down by 2 runs. Now it's going to be McCarthy at third, Vidichka at second. So Collada really did what he, at the bare minimum, needed to do there.
Absolutely. He did his job. It wasn't flashy, and that's fine. Trey Richard now up to bat, trying to bring those runners home. Runners on second and third, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Yurkowski looks, sends it home. Swung on over to second base. It's a tough play. He's able to corral it, gets it over to first base. That'll score 1, but that will get out number 2. RBI on the 4-3 putout. Brings the score 10-9 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs now, and Anthony White steps up. White had a great hit to left field last time up. Let's see if he can do it again. That is painting the corner outside for strike number 1. Heard the York fans not a fan of that one.
Vidichka there at third base.
Vidichka is itching to get home.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. I think the batter might have heard that one.
Anthony White, 0-2, down to his final strike. Going to have to try and just put something in play here. Here it is, swung on, that's back, and it's going to get into the stands. There are no kids around, oddly enough, pretty late for the kids.
Yeah, 50 cents, though, to that guy.
Hey, that guy, you got 50 cents right there. Good job, guy. 0-2 count still. Lined up in the pitch, that's high for ball one. Corby Yurkowski, one of the most unique names on the team, I would say. Lined up in the pitch. This one swung on, high fly ball to center field. That will do it. Out number 3, and they keep the lead going into the 7th inning. 10-9, York trails to SOS, and there's some friendly jawing happening on the field. You're listening to Max Country.
Sapp Brothers Travel Center.
From a gorgeous night, a beautiful picturesque sunset where nothing could go wrong, and now the mosquitoes are out and I'm really tired.
Yeah.
But you know what's energizing me, Parker?
A pretty good baseball game.
You're darn right it is.
Yeah. 10-9, really liking what both teams are doing here. York Cornerstone they were punched pretty good earlier in this game, down by 5 runs, 8-3. Came back really, really well in that 5th inning to score 5 runs, tie it back up, and now we've got really a 1-run game with SOS scoring York scoring 1 run to get back to a 1-run game. SOS, though, now up here at the top of the 7th.
Into pitch now for Vidichka is Caleb Sailing, was the right fielder. He's got kind of a 3/4 overhand throw. And now stepping in will be Mickey Hotzen.
Hotzen 0 for 4, still looking to get on base. If you're SOS, you're looking to get insurance runs here as well.
Absolutely. They've only been held scoreless twice this game. York hoping to do it once again here in the top of the 7th, giving them a chance in the bottom of the 7th. This one is over the plate for strike number 1.
Like that pitch a lot.
Well placed. Uh-oh. Water bottle falling on the... Glad it was just a water bottle.
Yeah.
Wind up and the pitch from Sailing. That one is swung on to left field, but it is right at the left fielder for out number 1.
That got from home plate to the left fielder in about, a second maybe? I mean, that was just a rip out there. Good contact, but just a good job there by Trey Richard out there, the left fielder, to get in the right position and make the catch. But that thing was screaming to the outfield.
That was hit as hard as any ball has been hit today. This one swung on, chopped, and foul back to the backstop. Up to bat now is the starting pitcher, Shaden Lundstrom. He's now the shortstop.
Batting 1 for 3.
1 out here, top of the 7th. Staling settles on the mound. 0-1 the count. The kick, and it's going to be inside for ball 1. Ones are wild across the scoreboard. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike, and at bat, number 1, Shaden Lundstrom. The kick and the throw, that is painting the outside corner for strike number 2. keeps hitting his corners. He's going to have to start calling him Picasso. You're getting tired. That's why these are starting to work on you. That's right back at the pitcher, able to knock it down over to first base. That is out number 2.
Tough play.
Very
tough play for the pitcher to make there, but yeah, good job. 2 outs.
Staling doing his job, trying to keep it a 1-run game, trying to give his team a chance in the final inning. 2 outs. Stepping up to the plate now is Colin Wingard. Wingard has scored at least once today. Wind up, kick and pitch. Fouled off. Ball, strike 1.
Big swing right there, and this is, if you are York with 2 outs, now your opponent here down 0-1, just what you wanted. You're down by 1 run. Try to get this final out here and get to the bottom of the 7th to walk something off.
That's the hope here.
Yeah.
But they have to get through the meat of the order, and with 2
that's
outs,
true.
that's better. That's better than what they than otherwise. But man, getting through the meat of this order, this is a tough batting order. That one is low and outside for ball 1. Looks like the middle of this lineup has done the most damage, scoring at least 9 of the 10 runs. Swung on for strike 2. Wanted to rip through that one. Big pitch here needed by Caleb Sailing. 1-2 count. Full windup. The kick. Swung on over to the third baseman. Knocks it down. Tries to make a play. Not in time. And it goes goes outside. Hands in the air.
Yeah,
out of play.
Send the runner now to second. So
it does.
Back in scoring position, but you know, your York is still in a good opportunity here with 2 outs. But Wingard, good, solid hit right there to the third baseman.
Nolan Jones, the third baseman, tried to do too much with it. He knocked it down, was able to keep him to 1, but decided, hey, I'm going to try and strong arm this over there. Just inaccurate throw. But hey, you're trying to win a game. I get it. First one is across the corner for a strike. Up to bat now is Wyatt Urban. Urban, right-handed batter. Sailing. Sends it over to third base. Nolan with another chance, and this time he connects for out number 3.
Good play by York, and they keep themselves in it with 1 half inning left to go.
That they do. The bottom of the 7th. Sorry. Yes. Right? Bottom of the 7th. It's almost over, folks. Keep it here on Max Country 104.9.
Auto Owners Insurance. It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing
Levitt Stadium, bottom of the 7th, final half inning, and it's a 1-run ball game. SOS Rebels lead 10-9 over the York Cornerstone Kings. And man, has this one been a good one.
Yeah, SOS with 11 hits in the game, Cornerstone with 8 hits, and they also up there in the errors category too. Cornerstone with 6 errors today, and SOS with 3. But you know, these guys are getting active in the offensive category, making some good defensive plays here today. Pitching's been pretty good at times around these teams as well. So yeah, fantastic game, and coming down here to the final half inning, 1-run game, just like what it was back in May.
Here's the windup in the pitch by Yurkowski, and it's a foul tip for strike number 1. We're at the bottom of the order with Caleb Sailing, then back to the top with Noah Jones, Isaac Stark, and Garrett Bunnell. If we get to it, that one's going to be outside for ball 1. Sailing pitching last inning, doing everything he could to keep the Kings within 1.
Yeah, did pretty good.
That one outside corner and high, but that is going to catch it for strike 2.
1-2.
Wind up in the pitch. Yurkowski, that is fouled high and back the foul. And a kid will find that tomorrow.
Yeah, fastball right there. Good pitch by Yurkowski.
1-2. He's got a lot of options here. Let's see what he does. Here's the pitch outside. Not in enough. Just a bit outside. 2-2. Oh, that was the major league moment. Could have been just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
That one, though, low. 3-2 count. Count is full. Caleb Sailing. Yurkowski does not want to lose this batter to lead things off. And he does. That's a walk.
That's the tying run right there on first base.
And Noah Jones represents the winning run.
Your attention, please. Courtesy running at first base, number 18, Cam Logston.
A little bit speedier in Sailing.
Juniors player as well. Played a little bit, obviously, in the game earlier, but it's the call out to the first base to pinch run.
Noah Jones steps in. Runner on first. Yurkowski, good pickoff attempt. And listen, I think that's a really smart call when you bring in a younger guy to pinch run. You know, as soon as he turns, it's possible that, hey, I don't know what to do, choppy feet, could have been an easy out.
Yeah.
That one's going to be high for ball 1. Noah Jones 0 for 4 today. Looking for a first hit, trying to get one in the hit column at a critical moment. Low for ball 2. I wonder why Noah Jones is number 49. Kind of an odd baseball number. Have to find that out for next time.
Yeah, you have to ask him.
That is right across the right side corner, outside corner for strike 1.
1949 was the year my grandpa was born. Maybe, I'm just guessing, maybe he had a grandpa born.
Great year.
1949, yeah.
1949, great year. That one is going to be high for ball 3. 3-1 is the count. Hitter's count for Nolan Jones. What's Jones's batting average on the year? I don't know how to run the app.
Well, let me help. 379. I mean, he's been really consistent on the year. 25 hits. That's just second on the team behind Garrett Bunnell. 17 singles.
That was fouled
7
off to the right
extra
side,
base.
full count.
Yeah, 7 extra base hits, which actually leads the team. That's Noah Jones on the year.
So perfect time for him to be up to bat. Full count, bottom of the 7th. Runner on first. Pitch is in, swung on, it's got under it. That's going to the shortstop, out number 1.
That was a pretty good pitch right there. Kind of made it tough for Jones to get something good on it. It was obviously just a pop-up right there to shortstop.
Great pitch by Corby Yurkowski. Isaac Stark in. Stark has made some great plays in the outfield today and has done some great things on the base paths. 10-9, 1-run ball game, 1 out, bottom of 7th. Pickoff attempt, nothing doing.
Stark's been so consistent for York really all season. Looking to...
Pitch is in, and that's a strike.
Looking to come up big right here. 0-1.
1 out, runner on first base, 0-1 count. down by 1. Isaac Stark representing the winning run. That's slapped down the right side, and he touches first.
Play could have been made over there at second.
Tough play there. He was able to just pick up the ball, first baseman, and he touched first base. Would have been a tough turn over to second. But now, York down to their final out, and they are going to walk Bonnell.
Yeah. Bonnell, their leading hit getter on the season with 29. Well, actually probably has 30 now, has 1 hit tonight, had 29 before the game. And so, yeah, I mean, you walk their best hitter, and now it's Marshall McCarthy up to try to be a hero and send in the tying run.
Marshall McCarthy, no slouch. Tying run at second, winning run on first. McCarthy steps in. That one inside for ball 1. Game on the line. Corby Yurkowski started the game at shortstop. Had some incredible plays at shortstop. Now in to close this one out. He sets, sends it home. That is, just a bit low for ball 2. Doing all right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, just getting a mosquito off my leg,
goodness.
man. I got a mosquito bite on my eyebrow bone up here. Right up here. Got a mosquito bite.
Oh, goodness gracious. Here's the pitch. That is called. Strike 1, 2-1 the count.
I've probably been so laser focused on this game that mosquito was probably right on my forehead. And I didn't even notice it. Yeah.
It's probably plumb full right now.
It's good. Yeah, it doesn't need to eat for a while. But I was so focused on what we've got going on here. 2-1. That's a good pitch. That's
Pate in the corner. 2-2. 2 out. 2-2 count. Down to their final strike are the York Senior Kings. Yurkowski. The windup. The pitch. That's outside. Full count.
Wow. That was, I think he tried to get him to chase it. Left it outside too much. Now it's a full count. 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 1-run game.
Runners are going to be going on the full count, 2 outs. Yurkowski. Oh, and stepping off, calls time, is McCarthy. Big moment here for Marshall McCarthy. Yurkowski. Foot on the mound. Checks the runner at second. Runners go. Swung on. Right field. It's drifting foul. Not going to stay. Oh, man. That would have done it.
Could have got 2 in there had it have been, fair and deeper into that outfield, but
he's got to straighten it out. Tell you what, that's exactly what you want on a full count, 2 outs. McCarthy steps back in. The question is he gun-ho to hit it? Or is he willing to walk? Here we go. 2 on. Runners are going to go again. 3-2 count. Yurkowski. It's in. Swung on. It's in the gap. That's going to score 1, and it could score 2. There's 1. Hits the cutoff man, and it is not in time. The York Cornerstone Senior Kings walk off in the bottom of the 7th. Holy cow!
Marshall McCarthy, hero. What a hit. Perfect contact. And just sent it, right out in that gap. What a play.
Absolutely incredible game here at Levitt Stadium. We'll have a recap for you in just a little bit. Keep it here on Max Country 104.9.
Osceola Implement is your full-line Kubota dealer in central Nebraska, offering a variety of Kubota equipment to fit all of your everyday tasks. Osceola Implement proudly supports the Cross County Cougars.
Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
This is Alan Odepal, Odepal Insurance.
at 4th and Grant in York Town Center. Insurance is our only business.
2468. Who do we appreciate? High Tech Auto, High Tech Auto, High Tech Auto. Rah, rah, rah. Go to High Tech Auto on the curve in York.
At York General, our priority is you, and we thank you for choosing us. The mission at York General to continue providing York and the surrounding area the very best in healthcare.
All right, Parker Cyza and Austin Pistulka with you for one final time here at Levitt Stadium. What a game as the York Cornerstone Varsity Kings walk off the American Legion SOS team of Shelby, Osceola, and Stromsburg, the Senior Rebels, to win their first game over SOS this year. 11-10, the final score. It was SOS that out-hit York Cornerstone 11-9. York Cornerstone even had more errors in the game, 6-3, but 2 runs there in the bottom of the 7th inning. Got it done, and Austin Marshall McCarthy with the big hit right there that scored Bonnell and scored Isaac Stark.
Really was an incredible at-bat. He went down 1-2, able to claw back to 3-2, fouled one off to the right field, and finally got something to hit off of Corby Yurkowski, hit it to the gap, and when that throw came in, Bonnell, there was no stopping the big man. He was coming around third base, and he was going to score.
It's a bummer a game like this has to have a loser. You know, I mean, it doesn't feel like SOS did things to lose this game. York just came up with better hits, but SOS, you know, hopefully their heads aren't down. They're going to drop their record to 12-5. Still a really good record on the season. But York Cornerstone with the win moves to 8-14 on the year. So advancing through the back half of their schedule, trying to get some momentum before they head into district play. But
this is a much better win than it is a loss.
Sure, absolutely.
When it comes to momentum. I mean, sure, you never want to lose this close to districts. However, this is the exact kind of win that York Senior Kings needed.
All right, some final stats here. We'll start with the York Cornerstone Kings. It was Trevor Vodichka going 2 for 3 with 1 RBI today. Noah Jones went 0 for 5. Isaac Stark went 1 for 2. Garrett Bonnell went 1 for 3 with 1 run and 1 RBI. Marshall McCarthy, the 1 hit right there, right at the end, and 2 RBIs. That got it done for York Cornerstone. Trevor Vodichka, 2 for 3 with 1 run. Carter Kalota with 1 hit on 3 at-bats and 2 runs. Trey Richard, 1 for 4. Keenan Dirks, 0 for 1. Anthony White, 1 for 3. Caleb Salling had 2. And 1 run. Wyatt Urbon, 1 for 3 today. And it was Colby Yurkowski, who was 1 for 4. Grady Belt, 1 for 3. Pierce Branting, 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And then Santos was 1 for 4. New Year was 1 for 3. Final thoughts here from this one, Austin. First Legion game here for you on KTMX and KAWL. I know you've been a part of it before, but just thanks for coming along here today. And,
thanks for having me.
Heck of a start, because we haven't had a walk-off here. I don't think we had really kind of a much of a close game when I've done Legion baseball here. So you're joining, and now there's a walk-off. So
what can I say? I bring the entertainment everywhere I go, including over on our social medias. Be sure to follow us on Max Country 1049 on Instagram, over on Facebook, over on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Radio Guy Austin. He's at Parker Cyza. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right, 100%.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. And also like to thank the folks at Strive Sports, Strive TV today for simulcasting the broadcast. It's been a great partnership with the Rural Radio Association and Strive Sports, broadcasting Crossroads Conference volleyball and basketball, as well as Legion baseball. So we'd like to thank them as well. For Austin Pistulka, for Nathan right alongside us with Strive Sports, my name is Parker Cyza, saying so long and good night, and thanks for listening to this broadcast of Legion Baseball on Max Country and Strive TV.
Mm-hmm.